Actually, I'm allowed down here now, aren't I? Every archivist deserves at least one fan. Of course. A floppy disk. Little computer people floppy disk. Astonishing discovery. Human-like beings actually found living inside What? Someone who simulates the universe in the name of science. Simulates the universe. I don't know what that means. Looks like I can't get back into the prison. I don't even know where it was. A CD-ROM drive. Huh. Okay. Census data is much more romantic by lamplight. Wasn't aware that census data was a romantic period. Oh, that's as far as I can go. Okay. We live. I don't know where the prison is, and I don't know how to speak to the lady starting with I. I've lost her. She's just nowhere to be found. Which is most unfortunate. Okay. Guess I'll leave. Did I ever touch that earlier? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, I just hope the High Priest doesn't die. He was a good egg. I don't want to pre-warn him though, because he may... Wait, how do I... Hold up. I should have asked freaking Jazz while I was in there about Dead Ringer. I can't afford to bail you out, so if that's what it takes, you're just going to be stuck there, man. Okay, does Dead Ringer have a bail amount? If I pay this, I'm never going to be able to pay Maddie's problem. Very well, just make sure that oaf doesn't trash the place on the way out, would you? Okay. Have an adequate day. Well, that's rude. I'd like to have a fucking stellar day if it's all the same to you, sir. Alright. Success? He squirms. I really gotta pee. I spoke with Kev, you're free to go. I did not speak with Kev. I paid your fine, you're free to go. Free as I'll ever be. He trills his whistled beard call once again. Bird. Closest bird. Happy as Larry. The guard unlocks the padlock, keeping Dead Ringer contained, then hurriedly returns to his post. Dead Ringer snaps at him and grins his feral grin. Dude, I'm liable for you if you do not leave this place in one piece. He stretches his back and rubs at his wrists. Then he falls on his knees in front of you in abject adoration. My wasteland angel, let me devote myself to you and I will bake you pies every day of every week of every month of every year until the day I die. I love a sentiment, but pies aren't nice with my IBS. He pauses to turn his head and spit in the dirt. Except February. Fuck February. What's wrong with February? Spit in the dirt. Yeah, fuck February. In the blink of an eye, he goes from a 2 knees to 1. He reaches into his pocket and produces an empty keyring. Marry me, my love. Only if you're as keen to consummate this relationship as I am. Get up the door. Me, a bride? Blush as he slips the ring on you. What the fuck are we doing here? Fucking A, get hitched. I thought you'd never ask. Tear up as he puts the ring... I don't know what to do, but I feel like there's 4 hilarious options. I should pick one of them. I want to say, yeah, nah. But, you know, fucking A. Let's go. He cinches the sides of the keyring closed so that it won't fall off your finger. You've made me the happiest man-shaped animal in the whole of West Oz. He kisses your hand and stands. See you in Meriden, my sweet. How are you allowed back in Meriden? A pieful future awaits. How are you allowed back in Meriden, though? God, I've probably just got myself killed. It's got to be hilarious, though, right? Okay, so we've maxed out. You can go higher? Why, though? Is there any tangible benefit to going higher? Probably not. Well, actually, we can max out shooting mastery. So let's do that. Just waiting to see if anyone else gets to 100. So I can see if they go past it. Oh yeah, Tinker goes past. Oh, but he's on 125, so I can't see if there's a bonus for it. Ah, well, it is what it is. His pyrokinetics is at 104. I really ought to be using him for pyrokinetics, hey? Since he excels at it. He's not a shooter. Haha. Yeah, that's what I've been using him for. Hilarious. Okay. Alrighty, let's go plant these bombs, guys. Let's become a terrorist. Sir, I really wish you would leave, like, now. Don't ask it. Don't ask questions. Just go. And you too. I've been given a bomb to blow this... You know what? I am game. I am so game. If I have to load, I have to load. I've been given a bomb to blow this place up. He seems supremely unconcerned. In that case, I suppose I'd better get my favourite books. I'd recommend placing it under... I love this guy. Under the pulpit there if you want to maximise your damage. You don't seem particularly worried. Why would I be? If you intended terror, there's no rational reason you'd tell someone ahead of it. About it ahead of time. Okay, cool. Well, have a good day. Oh, wait. Is it the pulpit? Where's the pulpit? Is this the pulpit? Hold up. Yeah, I guess so. There's a nice shadowy recess by the door. If you were, say, some nefarious scum looking to plant a bomb, it doesn't look like anyone pays this spot much heed. Why does it sound like a tongue twister? On the other hand, it's all stone here, and any explosion would likely be muffled and harmless. Oh, okay. No, he wants it here. Oh, can I get up there? You give the pulpit a quick once-over. There's a little cabinet at the base. It looks like it holds materials for services. Might be a good place to hide your explosive package if you wanted to do some serious hurt. Examine the pulpit. A quick squat down and you open the cabinet door. All that's in here are cobwebs and some dusty folders stacked in the back, pushed far behind a water goblet. Perfect. That old fellow in the robes keeps glancing about. No chance you can do this while he's giving you a squiz. Gonna have to distract him. What? The dude was all for it. Yeah, bro. His breath catches in his throat. What are you planning to do with that? I was hoping you'd tell me. I'm on an assignment from Scanlan to infiltrate the rebels, and this is part of that. Extort people. Detonated, obviously. Oh, that fucking dunny lurker, he breathes. Head full of real politic and acceptable losses. No idea why he chose Scanlan as his icon. Our boy misinterprets everything the original said. Let's figure this out. He thinks for a moment. Obviously you don't want casualties, or you wouldn't be asking me for advice, but you still need a convincing explosion. So where to place it? You know, if you place it by the door of the library, behind the pillar, it'll make an impressive boom. Not much damage, but should be good enough of a show. You can tell he's beaming inside his mask. Maybe come back later and we can chat about your next steps. Oh, he's Chaz Deacon. Oh, yeah. Where? By the door of the library, behind the pillar. Where is that? Huh? What do you mean? Here? There's no door here. Its bookshelf is wide and deep. Looks like it gets some good traffic. Fairly centrally located. Yeah, if you want to commit some mass casualties, this would likely be your best bet. Assuming you're that kind of person. I'm not that kind of person, goddammit. I don't understand where you said to put it. I mean, that's the library, right? Right? If I plant the bomb by the library door... What the fuck is a library door? I don't understand. Let's just put it here. You squat down and slip the package into the loose leaves and papers that have accumulated in the nook. You've hidden the bomb well and it likely won't hurt anybody. Ripper. I don't know if that was the right place that he wanted at all. Okay, I left the bomb by the door as you suggested. Excellent. I suppose it's possible to serve two masters, as long as you're steering by your principles. Right, go and report in. Let's see this plot play out. What an absolute fucking peach. Damn, okay. The barracks. Don't know that I want to go telling anybody at the barracks, though. They're all very uptight over here. Near Porter. Hey Jordan, I've got a bomb. Going down, mate. Well, I can't... Right around the back. We haven't been around the back. I can't do a single thing back here. Okay, back it up. What are we gonna blow up? There's freaking people everywhere. The armory is functional or not? No, this is Link's baby though. I can't be that cruel. The armory is functional and orderly. There's a countertop behind which the armor works, and some metal lockers that look like they keep weapons out of the hands of mischief makers. Examine the armory. One of those lockers looks like a good place to put your explosives to do a fair amount of damage. Not too much, not too little, enough to send a message. No, poor Link. Surely there's somewhere else we can put it. Like in here? We went to the dunny. Like all of them, it's dark and dank. Yeah, it's a thunderbox, alright. Filled with a week's worth of shit and piss. Rank as hell. Wouldn't that be a good place to stick it, though? Or it'll piss everybody off. It's a bog-standard barracks, with rows of beds lined neatly with footlockers at their base. Some of them have personal decorations at the heads. You're not going to have much of a chance to get in and out here. There's a bed right by the door. A great place to drop your package, if you could do it undetected. You're certain to do serious damage to the people in here. God, no. I feel like the toilet is like the outhouses are the most harmless location I could go for. Yeah, let's just commit. I don't want to piss off Link. I mean, this is close enough as it is. I don't want to kill somebody. Just put it in the loo. Okay, you reach into the hole and toss the bomb a bit to the side, where it won't attract attention. The muck around it burps and bubbles as the bomb slowly sinks. I don't think that one's gonna go off, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's gonna get too wet. I did it, Ruby. With the help of the lovely Chaz Deacon. Where is she? Just back over here. Okay. Well, how's the job coming? Yeah, we've got both planted. Glee fills her voice. Fuck yeah. Right. You notice the device in her hand. She gestures expansively and presses the button. Ground rumbles around you. That's that then. Let's see how well we've stirred up the hornet's nest. You've proven yourself useful, so just let Harvey know when you want more work. He'll send you straight to me. Nice! Okay, ask Anselm about my next assignment. Will it be then? I need to get down to the base. Right, this way. Huh. Okay. Probably should go talk to what's-his-face first to see what the damage is, but whatevs. Oh, Judge Robert's down here. Really? He's practicing his knife throwing? Make it down to the hideout, did ya? Turns out the rumours of tunnels under Kalgoorlie are true, and we're making more of them all the time. Anyway, take a look around. It's not much, but it's home. Thanks, mate. Just be leaving now. Ruby isn't even here. Ooh, so these are more tunnels. Interesting. I wonder if they come in handy later. We can move armies in here, actually, through your tunnels. If everyone wants to get revenge on Kalgoorlie. Ansem, that's the one. I want to find the shooty lady. Problem is I don't even remember her name. And I don't remember... We first met at the factory, but that's not where she was originally. I don't know how to find her. It sounded like she was going to help me investigate some of the golds, but... Seems like a dead quest line. Oh, I should have gone and seen the damage. And what we're here now. I received reports that several citizens were killed, no, or injured in the blasts of the bombs you set. While you could have done more harm, you definitely could have done less. What's done is done. Time for the next task. We know the rebels are planning more mischief, so we're increasing patrol presence around the city and need every able-bodied silver for the job. You can supplement the jailers in the basement of City Hall. We'll leave a small crew as backup, but those guards know the city better than you, and the jailers are remarkably secure. Go there now. What? Okay. Lester, you got anything else to say? Well, I'm going to go by the temple. Hey! She's a little on fire. You said you want to avoid hurting people, but look what you've done. How could you? Guards, guards, I got the terrorist here. Huh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't really want to go to jail. I've been betrayed. You told me to put it there! I did what you said. Or does he mean back at the barracks? What does the barracks look like? Oh. It's really just the one toilet destroyed. Like I said, it didn't really do much damage. So I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to have killed somebody. I don't know how to get to the jail is my problem though. How do I get to the jail? I've never organically gone there. You always fast travel me there. Maybe getting myself put in jail is the only way to get there. Oh, here! I never saw that earlier. Okay. Come to visit the prisoners? I've been assigned to watch the prisoners. You're relieved. What's that shimmer around the cells? Opal screen. Keeps magic dulled and prevents them from trying anything. How secure are these cells? We're buried down in City Hall, surrounded by rock, protected by magic. I'd say it's about the safest place around. Relieved? Hardly. You're back up, because they want more... Because they put most of my usual crew on patrol. He looks past your head. I'm not up for convo. You want to chat? Go for 2 mag at the inmates. Okay. And they need to know about doing this job. Just keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't do anything suspicious. We don't have the keys, so it's not like you can let them out. Armory's over there, but it's not like we'll need it. Okay. Hi. This is a short, careworn woman in the dusty clothes of a traveller. Pleased to meet you, although I wish it were under better circumstances. My name's Lisa Stoddard, a member of the Surveyors Guild, and, I thought, a member of the Gold family. But now apparently a criminal. But I suppose everyone here says they're innocent. How did you wind up here? I don't even know what I did wrong. I simply returned, gave Kev my report, and shortly afterwards I was arrested. I was just doing my duty. You said you were doing your duty. What duty was that? I mentioned I'm a surveyor. We were trying to get a complete understanding of what surrounds our city, out to about 500 kilometres. I was assigned part of the Eastern Territory. So that's the place where the war is. Working off old maps, it looked like I'd be heading to Forest in Kaibo Station, out in the Nullarbor Plain. I packed my gear and headed out, but I didn't make it all the way there. Around 300 kilometres out, I started finding battlegrounds. Was there anything special about the battlegrounds you found? I don't think so, but one thing I do know, Kalgoorlie doesn't leave its soldiers behind, alive or dead, if at all possible. Her enemies aren't so fastidious, and mate, I found a lot dead. She swallows. A lot. No uniforms, of course, because they're savages, but they had a look to them. Bones, leather, feathers, piercings. Some of them had father teeth to points. They wanted to terrorize their foes, and they weren't shy about dying. Right, so you found battlefields and raiders. What next? She shivers. The enemy were frightening enough when dead, but when they come on your camp at night, emerging from the bush shadows, the firelight flickering on their faces, they look like demons. And I do mean they came from the shadows. They've learnt to use magic like I've never seen before. These monsters slithered towards me, murder or worse on their minds, and I knew I was dead. She breathes deeply. Do you have any idea what it's like to be used as bait? What do you mean used as bait? A squad of Kalgoorlie's finest had been looking for this gang. Apparently, they saw me as I was scouting around and decided that they'd hang back and let those fuckers come to me. Figured the Easterners must be hungry. I had no idea, of course. I was mortally terrified. She flushes with remembered shame. I wet my fucking pants, okay? And it wasn't made any better when the raiders' heads started popping. It was 5 minutes that felt like a lifetime, and the soldiers showed themselves. Makes sense to me. If I were running this place, I wouldn't want the populace scared by rumours of war. Not that it justifies what they did, but those soldiers must have been desperate. Try and put yourself in their shoes. What's happening to you is entirely unjust. The truth should never be suppressed. What happened after the soldiers appeared? They were all sympathies, of course, so they needed to turn the tables on this gang. But they didn't apologise for letting me blunder into the situation in the first place, even though they saw me coming a long way off. They managed to spare a few soldiers to send me back under military escort. I wrote up my report and delivered it to Kev myself. An hour later, the police showed up at my door, and here I am. Okay, let me get this straight. You saw some soldiers and some raiders, and then you were under arrest. That doesn't make sense. That's what I thought too. But maybe what I saw wasn't the triumph of the soldiers, but their weakness. They had to use me. They couldn't risk any of their own. It makes me think that the battlefields they found were the exception. That most of the fighting and dying was coming in guerrilla raids. What if we're losing? What if the Eastern brigands are tougher than we thought? They can use magic, I know that now. And maybe that's part of why I'm here, to keep that news from getting out. She shakes her head. It's a fucked situation. And that's it. That's the story. If you want to spread it around, be my guest, because this isn't the city I thought it was. I can't defend treating citizens like this. If you can tell my story to someone in the metropole, perhaps I can petition for my release. Oh, Graffin. But for now, I suppose I remain here. It said there were other surveyors doing a sweep 500 kilometres outside Kalgoorlie. Was one of them a woman named Lynn Henson? Oh, you met Lynn? Did I? I don't remember. She's an interesting one, isn't she? Driven, hard-bitten, and judgmental as hell. Great at her job, not so great as a human. What can you tell me about the other people here? Not much, sorry. I've only tried to talk to Maeve, and she's quiet. Not willing to engage much at all. You'll understand why I didn't want to talk to the Wakefield there. Though you may have overheard my story. I don't have much to say to the merchant. His life's in the city, mine's in the bush, and never the twain shall meet. And the less said about that pompous mason git, the better. You can find out for yourself if you want to have a chat with him. Wow, shit just got real. Baz Wakefield. The man wears the uniform of a Silver Guardian. He has an athletic build, weary eyes, and dry red skin. Dim light makes him look smaller. Word of advice, if even a loyal soldier gets tossed in here, no one's safe. Watch your back. Shouldn't you be guarding a city instead of locked in a cell? Yeah, I should. Turns out having an attack of conscience is a liability in this line of work. What prompted your attack of conscience? He sighed. Sighs. Look, I'm not proud of this, but I was following orders, yeah? Our job was to get in behind the plomies, the diplomats, when it was time for the old two-way rifle range. That's combat. I figured we were rooting out bad guys, enemies, stuff like that. And the first of these places had big walls, right? Looked like a warlord fortress. We breached the walls, spent a shit ton of rounds, and made our way in. But it wasn't cannibals or deviants we were fighting. It was families. Murdering a town of innocents doesn't sound like an attack of conscience. What happened after you killed the townsfolk? Yeah, I'm fucking getting to that. You asked for a story, you're getting a story. He swallows. We went to another town, and another. We didn't kill everyone. We let some surrender, and we brought the kids back here. But it wasn't what I was told we'd be doing. It wasn't liberation. It was slaughter. So maybe James was told the same thing. The hell of it is, everyone else felt the same way. That it was a steaming load of bullshit being shoveled into our mouths. But no one fucking said anything. They said the Golds must have a reason, and our job wasn't to figure that out. But what's the reason behind murdering regular people? They weren't hurting anyone. They were just living their lives out there as best they could till we showed up and burned it all down. So your attack of conscience was realizing you were committing atrocities. Yeah, it's about the size of it. I know plenty of blokes who can rationalize that they're following orders and doing these things so others don't have to and can live better lives. But that's not me. I went to the Plomy, one of the J-name Wakefields. Don't remember which one, but he was a bloody shit. Let's call him J-Rat. Maybe that's James. I told him about my concerns and that I wasn't keen on murdering any more innocents. And you know what he said? He said, mate, out here there are no innocents. Everyone's an enemy until they've proved otherwise. I asked him if that was true of the kids too, and he fucking decked me. I woke up in chains on the way back to the city. When we got here, J-Rat had a quick word with the commander about disobeying lawful and direct orders and undermining morale. And bam! Here I am, awaiting trial. You did what you were trained to do, and then you did what you thought was right. At least you got there eventually. I'm glad you hate yourself. You or people like you have brought misery to a world that's already hard enough. You destroyed my friends' homes and murdered their loved ones. He hangs his head. I've got no good excuse. I just hope that one day I might find a way to make some small measure of atonement. Was Brookton one of the towns you attacked? Couldn't tell you, mate. Sorry. We didn't know the names of the places we hit. We just went in and wiped them out, cried ourselves to sleep after. Well, at least for the first couple. After that, it was just business as usual for most of the crew. What are you going to do if you get out? Doing up with the rebels? He winces. I love my city. I do. Bloody hell. I spent enough of my soul fighting for it, haven't I? But something's got to change. Something's got to give, or we'll have more undeserving dead, and the blood will be on all of our hands. Have you heard of James Wakefield? No, but the J. Crew share a fucking mouthful of cold piss. Ugh. Cold-eyed bastards who are entirely up themselves all the time. Maybe it was just the fuckers I've met. Can you tell me anything about the others? Oh, loads. Got nothing to do down here but banter, yeah? So that Tim Mason, he's a funny dickhead. Emphasis on the dickhead. Mainly because he thinks he's so much smarter than he actually is. Stoddard there, she's a surveyor. She's got some interesting stories that you might want to hear. Slater's a merchant of some kind. Then that Maeve there. I've hardly got a word out of her, but I understand that she's about something big coming. She's heard about something big coming. Won't say more, at least not to me. Laters. Does Maeve? Nope. She was down the end. Okay. Tim Mason. This is a surly man in drab bronze colours. Oh, right, class. I thought they meant like the colour, and I'm like, he's not wearing a look of bronze. What? A bloke with the face of a self-proclaimed underdog. He clenches and unclenches his hands the entire time you talk to him, as if he wants to destroy something. You're a silver because the powers that be needed you there. You didn't do shit to deserve it. Want to know why I'm here? Without waiting for your answer, without pausing for breath really, he starts a rant that sounds practiced. Me, I'm here because the people who run Kalgoorlie are corrupted by power. I exposed the lie in their system, and this is the only way they know to shut me up. How did you expose their lies? In the simplest possible way. I took their tests, and they assigned me to the lot of a bronze. A bronze. Me. I don't understand how failing your test is proof of corruption. He gives you a look of contemptuous pity. I should have been Tim Gold. I'm smart, I'm ambitious, and I've got vision. But no, instead I'm a Tim Mason, fucking bricklayer. The tests were clearly rigged against me. No way I should have been overlooked. Mate, I'm a freaking genius. Everyone says so. Who's everyone who calls you a genius? He puffs his chest up proudly. I said everyone. I meant everyone. My boss. The fellas down at the pub. Sales folks. You figure it out, genius. They said, ha. I give them an idea to save labor. They say, yep, that's real genius. They can recognize it, so why can't us all go about us? Sir, you're really stupid. Seems to me like you want the life of a god without putting in the work to get there. Sounds lazy. You're calling me lazy? Me? Mate, I work a real job in the hot sun. You're saying it's lazy to want to sit around and do nothing all day like those gold bludgers? He seems entirely unaware of the irony of his statement. Doesn't sound like you think much of the golds. Why do you want to be one? They've got it figured out, don't they? Life of luxury, no hard labour. Everyone does what they say. Well, I've got good ideas too, but they won't hear 'em. Arrogant shitbags. Maybe you could write letters to your friends and tell them the truth about what you know. Save the letters, publish them, maybe you get famous. What lie did you expose? They claimed this is it's meritocracy, yeah. A merit-based society and will be promoted on our suitability. Well, they're taking the piss out of all of us, aren't they? It's all based on who you know and who you blow. How have you been in here long? A few weeks. Doubt they'll ever let me out. They're afraid of my truth. Nah, writing's for scrawny pale bastards who think the sun shines out of their arseholes. Yeah, that's you, bro. They're not pale. Why don't you take your stupid ideas and piss off? What do you know about the others? That Baz fella, that'd be you, sir. Oh no, you're Baz. He's a hard one. Wouldn't want to get on his bad side. That's Stoddard Sheila. She's some explorer type. Slater there, he's a merchant. And that gold? I don't know. She won't lower herself to talk to me anymore. Later. I want to go tell Ruby about these people. Maybe we can break them out. Don't know how. Tunnels, I suppose. Now, but the tunnels would lead back to their home. Jimmy Slater. This slight man bears fading bruises on his face. How do you tell he's wearing a mask? And he holds himself like breathing hurts. Hi, I'm Jimmy Slater. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I'm a bit achy right now. But I guess you're not allowed to shake hands with prisoners anyway. Hey, what can I do for you? I don't think more to the point I can't pass the opal barrier. I spoke with Billy Slater earlier. Any connection? Ha! Billy Slater, I get it. Yeah, she was my apprentice when she was first assigned to the Slaters. Shrewd, good eye for business, careful with her books. So it was a real surprise to me when she stopped by after work to tell me that she'd been targeted for an unannounced tax increase. I hope that she's managed to dodge this, wherever she is. She's been arrested, but I promised I'd get to the bottom of this for her. Oh, fuck. Alright. You better stand by your word because this is really bad. His tugs, yep, at his hair. Oh, no, sorry, I see what you mean. His tugs at his hair become less frequent as he recomposes himself. Okay, I'll figure something out. How'd you wind up here? Funny story. I returned to my apartment after work and started making myself some dinner when there was a knock at the door. It was a pair of Silvers, and they asked me about my old apprentice, Billy. I told them I'd seen her earlier in the day because she'd had concerns about some potentially shady activity in the market. I figured they might be interested and said I'd be happy to give a statement. I said there'd be no need for that, but that I needed to come with them. I said I'd be happy to, but had to turn off my stove. I turned away, and that's when they stepped inside and started beating the living shit out of me. And they bagged me up and dropped me here. But why? What did Billy know? She said she'd been approached by a gold bloke who claimed to be a clerk. He needed, yeah, I know, I heard. He needed the day's tax payout, and it was 5% more than usual. Didn't she say it was 5% or 10%? She asked him for a copy of the rate sheet and a receipt so she could log it in her books correctly, and he got skittish. That's when she came to me, in case anything happened to her. Yeah, but what happens if something happens to you? What would you do if something had happened to Billy? I barks out a short, humorless laugh. I just said I'd go get the authorities. Maybe now I'd go to the head of the guild. But if someone's suborned to the Guardians, I don't know who we can trust. You should go to City Hall and report this. You can trust the authorities to root this out. Absolutely not. Maybe you could write down your account and share it with a few friends before you talk to the authorities. It'll give you some leverage, just in case. Sounds like this is part of a deeper rot in the system. It might be time to join the rebels and clean house. I hadn't thought about it that way. If I can't trust our leaders, how can I trust them to deal fairly with us? He drops his eyes and whispers, but I'm scared. I'm not a fighter. I don't want to live in a place that preaches lofty ideals from one side of its mouth while spitting on them from the other. But I don't know what I can do. Sorry, mate, but I need a chance to think about this. How'd you get those bruises? I trusted the law, he says bitterly. Wasn't fast enough for their tastes, apparently, so we traded some souvenirs. I got these bruises and they got one of my teeth. Okay. Hi, Maeve. I know you can hear me. And Mason's taking a page of Stoddard's book. I can hear you too, Slater, you jumped up piece of shit. Get stuffed, Mason. You're a fucking idiot and everyone but you knows it. Right, where were we? Okay. Last but not least, Maeve. She's gonna tell me the most mind-blowing secrets, isn't she? Except all this reading is absolutely killing my throat. This woman is short, stocky, and while she's obviously been sleeping in her gold-stained gold status clothes, she carries herself with dignity. Hi, I'm Maeve Bell, and I'm a political prisoner. At no time have governments been moralists. You're absolutely right. I just realized I brought Adam to this bloody city. Oof. Locking someone up for their beliefs has no moral component to it whatsoever. You talk to the others. You know we're being held here under spurious pretenses. Maybe you're sympathetic, maybe you're not. But I'm hoping my words will find a receptive audience. You look like you're not from around here. That means you're doing muscle work for a city that hardly recognizes you as human. And it means that there's something going on in the city that's pulling away our usual jailers. She smiles a bit. I'll wager you've been promised a better future. Safety, security, all that. What if I told you the whole premise was a lie? What would you do when you discover you won't find safety here? Nor freedom in thought or deed. Just a collection of parts for a machine being run by a cabal of lunatics and freaks to an end more sinister than you can imagine. Look, I'd love to help you, but I don't have the keys and have no way to open the cells. Fact is, you're inside the cell and I'm not. The masters seem to be holding the whip, so I'll stick to them. You know, it's funny you should mention that. You tell me you need keys to open the doors. Maybe you're convinced you need keys. We could argue about it for a while to pass the time. Why would you think that I hate your leaders? It seems like can't say I particularly care for your city's run. For the way your city's run. It seems nice enough on the surface, doesn't it? That's about as far down as you want to scratch, though. What are you in for? Sedition. Or rather, suspicion of sedition. I worked in the Ivanhoe head frame, where they've got the radio broadcasting apparatus for the whole city. Because of my rank and position, I heard reports from the Eastern Front. The war isn't going well. The enemy is pressing hard. The only thing keeping them from our door is that they're not united. Is this game going to end with all of us being wiped out by the Easterners? That could be an interesting end. In the meantime, Kev has sent the Wakefields out to gather, or annihilate, settlements from hundreds of kilometres out. What's the point though? I don't understand. I don't understand Kev's bigger picture. If you have a rabid horde of people on your eastern gate, why are you out killing all the other Westerners? Wouldn't you want them to join you so that you can band together as one army to fight against the Easterners? Why did they just massacre everybody? It just seems like they're shooting themselves in the foot. Anyway, there's something big coming. I made the mistake of talking to someone I thought was a mate about my suspicions. Turns out they were an informant. An informate, if you will. If informate is the kind of joke you regularly make, it's no wonder you're in prison. I'm going to let it slide. Did you get involved with any actual seditious activities? Her eyes crinkle behind her mask. Mate, do you think I'd admit to any of that? Especially when I know how the spy master works around here? Nah, I'm pure as lamb's wool. So I guess you're here until they put you on trial then. Trial? Sure. More likely they'll just drag me behind the sheds and put a bullet in my skull to keep me from spreading these heretical notions. She holds up a finger for silence, then points at the thumb at the wall behind her. She starts chuckling. Or we can just wait a few seconds and see what happens next. Okay, they are coming through the walls. There's a low rumble like an earthquake, and you're blinded by a bright flash. Rocks fall around you. Looks like my friends are here. We'll just take care of these guards on the way out. Time to make a choice. Are you with us or with Kev? Ha! I reckon I'm with Kev. Surrender or else now. I'm on your side. Good choice. Let's make our escape. Come along, everybody. Oh, there are far more guards than I anticipated, and we're all split up! No! God, she does so much damage. Go gold, lady. Okay, Mads. I kind of need you here, but that's fine. Nice. I'm going to have to take a step this way, because I can shoot you. Can I though? I should have just buckled down. Can you come over and save me? Negative. I'm gonna be too far away for you to help. Can you kill them before they kill me? Why can't you see the guard? Oh, God fucking damn it. It's fine. The other lady will get it. Or not. Oh, she's getting a free attack. That's why she gets to strike so many times. Nice work, Maeve. The reinforcements coming. Time to get the survivors moving. She casts a glance your way. She's talking to the rescuers and holds up a finger. She'll get to you in a moment. Right, you've got the opal dust? Grand. Get it on the walls every couple of meters and leave a line on the floor for 10 meters back. Plant those charges in the roof. If they want to follow us, they'll need heavy machinery. That's so smart. She's getting the opal dust to block the way magically and sealing in with rocks. She turns to you. Well, are you coming, or do you plan to wait here till Scanlan's thugs find you amidst the corpses? Make a decision, because the tunnel's coming down behind us. Right, let's go. Good call. It's time to show Kev the truth, that the people here aren't the sheep he believes them to be. Finally, some action.